Guten Morgen, day 101, and it is exactly 8 o'clock as I leave the Clarence Fahnestock State Park concession area and restroom, shower house and stuff where I stayed last night. So like I think I mentioned in last night's video, I'm going to try to do 22 miles a day. Should be able to do it. That's a pretty decent early start to get to the telephone shelter, telegraph shelter. That puts me just a couple miles before where I need to be tomorrow to pick up some packages. I don't think I'm going to make it to pick up the packages today. That'll be because they close at 5 o'clock. And also that puts me in a bad spot for a place to sleep. So, onward and upward. Yeah, the approach trail from the state park to get back on the AT is half a mile, and it's pretty tough. And yeah, I forgot to stretch again. But you know, I'm tired. I've been really tired all morning, sleepy tired. I set the alarm for 6:30. It did not go off. I woke up naturally and looked at my clock. You know, being inside the building, you can't gauge what time it is from the sun. It was 6:42, which is sleeping longer than I normally do. And I felt like I slept okay last night, but God, I was really tired. I am tired. The concession stand there at where I was doesn't open until 9, and I wasn't going to stick around an hour for that. So, yeah, moving on. I'm just a little worried about the quality of my sleep and how that's going to wear on me. That might be a factor in me not making big mile days. You know, I'm getting just barely over 20. Of course, the heat's probably the biggest factor. But yeah, I've got to figure that out. All right, came out to the high point here where you can overlook the lake. There's the beach where I was down there. All right, I am at the RPH, or Ralph's Peak Hikers Cabin. Look at this sign here. So I've gone 1,424.9 miles according to this sign. It's a little off, of course, but Katahdin 760 miles. That's about right. This is nice, and it's right on the road, so it's probably going to get a lot of local use. But you can get pizza delivered here. Wow, there's like a caretaker or something here too. Let's look inside real quick. Oh yeah. Oh, this is nice. All right, so I took a half-mile detour. I tell you what, it's tough doing it, but mountaintop markets and deli. It's pretty good. There's a pizza place right there too. There's Big Bird. Yeah, Big Bird. And I think Quadzilla also is struggling. It's hot today. Definitely well in the 90s. And I'm slow. I mean, Big Bird expressed the same sentiments. Really slowing down. I should have mentioned earlier, I met my first southbound thru-hiker today. Although, I don't know, he's a kind of yellow blaze right from the start. He started from Baxter State Park and didn't go up to Katahdin. But still, he intends to go all the way to the end. So I'll consider him a thru-hiker. Yeah, first one. All right, I have made it to the Morgan Stewart shelter. Let's stop in and say hi. There's already several citizens here at the Morgan Stewart shelter. It's a pretty area on the trail. Oh yeah. Well guys, I'm excited. It is only 5:35 and I have made it to the Telephone Pioneer shelter. That is honking good time for this last few miles. Guten Morgen, day 102. It is 8 o'clock and I'm leaving the Telephone Pioneer shelter on my way to first stop to pick up my new backpacking umbrella and and some insoles at this nursery coming up in something between 3 and 4 miles. See you there. Hey, quick comment on sleeping last night. So it was Les Miserables. It was hot there in the shelter, and I put on a picaridin-based insect repellent, and the only thing I didn't cover was the soles of my feet, and those damn mosquitoes still were biting the soles of my feet, and the picaridin wore off in no time. I ended up having to put my quilt over the top of me, and I was sweating underneath that, and it's still biting my face. So eventually in the course of the night, I put on this, you know, that hat along with my bug net, and I slept pretty bad. But yeah, it's just a rough night, and I think one of my mistakes here in this trip is underestimating the importance of some kind of mosquito netting, and potentially my reliance on shelters without having a tent or a hammock that has a bug net. So it's just really important this time of the year. Some parts of the country that we're going through are very swampy, and I know my experience on the AT in July, you know, we had bugs, but it just didn't seem like it's quite this bad because the waters were fast moving in those areas. And also, you know, it makes a big difference if you know you're only going to be out for 5 days mentally. So mentally, this is wearing on me, and just have to get through it. It's going to be a rainy day today, so right off the bat, my new umbrella is going to get a workout, and you know, that means mosquitoes are going to be bad too with the rain, usually right after. So tonight. All right, enough moaning. So we came across this Dover Road, I think it is, and this is the oldest tree on the Appalachian Trail, an old oak tree, the Dover Oak. Yeah, West Dover Road. And there's trail magic here. All right, so I've been traveling along this boardwalk through this swamp for quite a while, and it comes right out here on the Metro rail line in near Pauling, New York. And there's the train station where you can catch it into New York or wherever. Pretty cool. All right, that was a successful supply at Native Landscapes there behind me. They're literally right on the trail. The trail is this road for a little while anyhow. But I'm going to skip the deli. So what did I get? I got a Eurosherm backpacking umbrella in one package. It actually arrived about 5 days ago. And then I also got a new set of Dr. Scholl's running insoles to trade out the old insoles that are in my shoes. They probably have 800, 900 miles on them. I was trying to extend the life of these shoes. Of course, in 2 days, I'm going to have new shoes that I had ordered. So it's not going to be extending the life of these shoes that much. But I don't know. We'll reassess the situation. I may, when I get those new shoes in a couple days, I may continue wearing these old shoes until maybe I can squeeze another 100 miles out of them and carry the new shoes with me, provided they fit. I don't know. That's all up in the air. But anyway, also I bought a little spray bottle of Ben's 100% DEET. I mean, it's expensive, but it's all they had, and I got to do something about these mosquitoes. I hate to lather my body with 100% DEET constantly, but that's what it's going to take for some modicum of comfort. Should have put some sunscreen on. We're going through this pasture. The blue cornflowers are out. It's pretty. And this is a cool silo. Never seen one quite like that. Very Dutch looking for New York. All right, I have made it to the Wiley Shelter, the first shelter du jour. And Spider Woman is here resting. Oh, look what I just came upon. Welcome to Connecticut, gateway to New England. And boom, I have passed New York and I'm in another state. So when I crossed into New York, I had made the comment that I don't know if I made it in the final video cut or not, but I made a comment that that was kind of a milestone in my mind because it marked the entry into New England. And someone, Tapper, actually corrected me on that. He said, no, New York is not considered New England. I don't know what it's considered, Mid-Atlantic. But now I am firmly in the New England states. Connecticut and Massachusetts, I'm looking forward to. Heard good things about it. We'll see. I think it's still going to be hot, humid, and buggy. Oh, geez, I just hit my head on that. Oh, boy, that'll make a good video. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. I'm also seeing a lot of this, too, on the trail. Trail needs a lot of maintenance around here. See that blowdown? Yeah, seeing a lot of that. All right. This is a pretty area. I just came from there. This is the 10-mile river. And the woods are lovely, dark and deep. But there's a 1/10 of a mile, it doesn't say it on the sign, but a 1/10 of a mile up there's a shelter. I'm gonna go check it out. All right, so this is the 10-mile shelter. And being the first shelter in Connecticut, I figured they would want to make a good first impression, but I'm not all that impressed. All right, I had to chill at that shelter for about half an hour, but the sun is out again now, so I'm moving on. Yeah, it'll take me 3 hours to get to Mount Algo Shelter, but I can do it. It'll be a little after 6 o'clock. It'll be about 6:30 actually. So I decided this morning that, and also after talking with Spider Woman, that what I need to protect myself from mosquitoes in the shelter is a bug bivvy that I can use in the shelter and also use it underneath the tarp if I need to go out on the ground. I got to do something with these mosquitoes. And I thought Keegan had one. I sent him a text asking for his help. And Keegan, I know you'll watch this, so thank you, thank you, thank you. So for all you others, Keegan is going to send me his bug bivvy, and he's going to send it so that I can get it at the hostel I'm going to be at day after tomorrow, so Monday night. So that is going to work out perfect. Not going to help me for tonight, but you know, nothing I can do about that. So suffer one more night, and then the next night I'll be in a hostel, and from then on, hopefully we'll have a bug bivvy in hand. Because these bugs are not, it's not going to get any better. It's only going to get worse. Maine is notorious for flies and humongous mosquitoes. So that's going to work. Over and out. All right, I have finally made it to the Mount Algo Shelter. And I think about everybody's beat me here already. All right, so good news is I secured a berth here in the shelter. Big Bird and Quadzilla are not here. They apparently got off and went into town to get a beer, and so I managed to pass them. That's kind of surprising. So I just want to capture that this marks 5 straight days of 20+ miles. So that is a new PR. And 6 days ago, I did 19 miles, and for that it was a string of 20+ miles. I think 2 25s. So this could have potentially, it's come very close to being a string of 8 days, but I'll take the 5 days. That's good considering the heat, the humidity, the bugs, and so terrain. At times very difficult. But I'm feeling better, you know, now I know I'm going to get a bug net here in a couple of days. Tomorrow's going to be challenging, but a little shorter. In fact, the next 2 days I'm just going to do in the high teens, so and get into a hostel in Salisbury, Connecticut on Monday. But that's it for now. This is Wagner von Bunderweg. Guten Nacht.